If you're someone trying to build better habits whilst juggling a full-time career, this video is for you. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Juices channel. Today I want to talk about a book that completely changed how I approach my daily life, my creative practice, and my long-term goals. Welcome to episode 2 of the Juice book reading series. Still need a title for this, but let's go with that for now. This book is an all-time classic, Atomic Habits by James Clear, and I highly recommend it to everyone to have a read. Now, I'm not here to tell you that I've mastered every single habit or figured everything out. I'm far from it. I'm working full-time in architecture, I'm building a custom embroidery business, and I create videos here on YouTube to document and share what I've been learning. Atomic Habits taught me that lasting change doesn't happen through one big leap. It comes from consistent small steps. If you've been trying to build better habits too, I'd love for you to drop a comment and tell me what's been working with you. What habit have you been working on that you think would benefit everyone watching this video right now? Leave a comment. Here's what you'll learn in this video. How Atomic Habits help me stay consistent, applying systems over goals in architecture and daily life, how I build routines that help me stay rooted, how I'm able to make habits easier through my environment design. I'll explain more about that a bit later. And last of all, staying on track, even when life gets busy. And oh, life is busy. One of the most powerful ideas in Atomic Habits is that small changes compound. Getting 1% better every day doesn't feel like much at the start, but over time it's everything. I've seen this play out in my little daily actions. I've been trying to go to the gym 4 times a week, trying to read the Bible before bed, journaling every night, and doing my daily devotions on my tram ride to work. None of these things are massive on their own, but together they build a lot of momentum. James Clear emphasizes on building systems rather than just goals. That really stuck with me. I don't go into work every day just to finish my task and to get a paycheck. I see it as a training ground for when I eventually start my own design studio. Every client interaction, every design brief, these are experiences that I'm intentionally absorbing. And the same applies to everything else that I do. I've built a repeatable flow for my embroidery business and content process for YouTube, removing as much friction as I can along the way. Script, film, edit, schedule. The outcome is important, sure, but the process is what's keeping me going. James Clear says that every action that you take is a vote for the kind of person that you want to eventually become. And that's powerful stuff. Instead of saying, I want to be someone who is consistent, I ask myself, what would a consistent person do today? That shift really helped me lock in routines like journaling every night and even hitting the gym when I don't feel like it. Now, I'm not going to show you guys too much about my journal, but yeah, I've been trying to go for an entire year and it's just keeps going. Every day I try to write something. And now looking back at what I've written on day 1, I've come quite far, quite proud of myself. It's the same with my spiritual life. Doing devotions in the morning is not just a task. It's something a grounded, faith-based person would do. Bit by bit, those actions develop my identity. So what identity are you trying to grow into right now? Clear outlines 4 steps to build better habits. Make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, and make it satisfying. For me, a great example of make it obvious is my phone wallpaper. Now showing you guys my phone again. There's my resolution. These are all the tasks that I've written down. Ignore the cracked screen and the messy glass, whatever. Every year on January 1st, I'll write down all of the things that I want to try to achieve for the year. And these are not just crazy goals. These are actually goals that are doable. So I'm trying to make it realistic and not trying to shoot for the stars. So on January 1st, what did I write? I wrote work out 4 times a week, doing that at the moment, get monetized on YouTube. So I knew that I was going to hit this eventually, so I just put that there anyways as a reminder. Read the Bible every night, journal every day. One of them's get married, but I already knew I was going to get married, so that was fun. And I turned it into my lock screen. I see it every day, it's visual, it's always in front of me whether I like it or not. And when I tick something off, it's so satisfying because these are the main things that I've been trying to hit for so long. And to be able to do it, fantastic. Now let's talk about the second one, reducing friction. Make it easy. Personally, in the past, I'd skip gym sessions after work because I would either be too tired or I know that in my mind I have a lot of embroidery or YouTube stuff to do. So what did? I cancelled my gym membership near my house and actually applied for the gym near my work, 2 minutes away. Now I try to go every day during lunch. No extra commute, no end of the exhaustion, no excuses. I use the time productively and now it frees up my evenings to do creative work. So if you've been stuck on a habit, ask yourself this. How can I make it easier? How can I make it more obvious or more satisfying? In architecture, I learned about how valuable clarity and systems are. Each morning or even after work, I will write a to-do list. Or at the end of the workday, I will write down stuff I need to do for the next day. This is not just to stay organized, but because checking these tasks off gives me a lot of momentum and a lot of satisfaction. It's not just functional, it's actually psychological as well. It's the same for embroidery. I will prep my threads, make sure my hoops are in order, clean and ready to go whenever I have an order come in, just to try to reduce the friction and make the whole process as seamless as possible. And again, same for YouTube. I follow a checklist for every stage of my content creation phase. So like scripting, I always have a time slot for scripting, I always have a time slot for batch filming my videos, and right now it's Thursdays because my wife goes to Pilates during this time, so it just gives me an hour just to have the study to myself and just rant to all of you. And finally at night, the habit of journaling. It really just helps me clear my mind after a long day. It's not full pages, it's just a few lines, just to get my thoughts out there. And whenever I read back, I'll be like, alright, oh yeah, I thought about this on January 14th, 2024, whatever. These small habits become some of the most grounding parts of my everyday life now. Now, everyone knows that architecture is a long journey, a very long journey. Study for 5 years, work for a minimum of 3 years, and then you get your registration. But the vision of one day running my own studio with my wife, that motivates us a lot. We've been thinking about this goal ever since we started dating, and now we're getting closer and closer to that goal, and it's just been really exciting for us. This is my big habit goal. But Atomic Habits helped me realize that I didn't have to wait years to feel any sense of purpose. Through custom embroidery, I get to create meaningful things now. Whether it's stitching someone's pet or crafting a gift for a couple, I'm part of people's stories. Small moments, small wins, they matter more than we think. Now, let me be honest, I don't get it right all the time. I'm still human. There are days where I sleep through my alarm. There are days where I skip the gym because I want to have lunch with my good friend Dom from work. There are nights where I crash without journaling. Sometimes YouTube editing gets pushed. Sometimes I procrastinate. It happens. But this book taught me something really powerful. Your identity isn't defined by a missed day. What matters is that you jump back onto track. I've learned to stop aiming for perfect weeks. Instead, I learned to return to my system as fast as I can. My wallpaper is still my list of goals. So having that right there really helps me get back into the rhythm of things. My to-do list will always be there when I turn on my PC at work. I don't beat myself up when I fall off track. I just pick back up where I left off. And if you slipped on a habit, whether it's journaling, prayer, or maybe it's something simple like standing up or going to drink water, don't feel like you failed. You didn't. You just paused. And the best thing that you can do now? Just hit resume. That simple. So no, I'm not perfect. I'm still building myself up and becoming better one habit at a time. Whether it's writing off my to-do list at work, checking off my goals on my phone, or filming videos like this. I'm becoming the architect, the creative that I want to. So if you're on a similar journey, trying to build consistency and direction, I would highly recommend reading Atomic Habits. And if you're open to it, share your story in the comments. I'd love to hear about what habits you are working on now. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and do all of the shebangs. And make sure to share this with someone who you think will find this valuable as well. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.